We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Just as we were getting ready for air, both teams coming out of their locker rooms, out of the tunnel, and this crowd is pumped up as their Redskins get set to match up with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Adrian Peterson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Smith now on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Jordan Reed has it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A very solid gain of 27.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. I mean, size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
First down, here's a run with Peterson. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. Peterson, Charles, at age 33, I think when he signed with the Redskins, people were wondering what would this season be like. Well, it started off pretty good.
Yeah, and you remember the reason why they're asking that question. Age 33. Last season didn't end very well in Arizona. Had some good games, but was hurt down the stretch. Didn't have those games again. But now, 96 yards in the season opener for Washington at Arizona. Comes back for 20 against Indianapolis, and then 120, a big performance against Green Bay. At his best, you're getting to Adrian Peterson, the defense's fear.
It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A very solid gain of 27. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 24. Handoff comes to Peterson. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Let's go. Let's go. 15. Hey. You got 3. 15, yeah.
On 2nd down, here's Smith. This will be caught inside the 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Brandon, unless my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, that's the 2nd time they've gone to him here on this drive.
Yeah, opening drive. It's a tone setter, right? I think they're going to be looking his way a lot.
Yeah, and I think that the way things are going right now, they like him as a featured receiver. Let's see what kind of adjustments the defense is going to make to try and take that away.
Hey, gun. Good list. Orange.
Here's Smith. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Frank Clark in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14.
Settle down, huh?
Now Smith. Crowder's got it over the middle. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A 10-yard completion, but still now facing 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Now they've gotten it to the 4 on this opening drive, but now they face a 3rd and goal. They give it to Peterson. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. So now on 4th down, the Redskins will hand things over to their kicker, Dustin Hopkins. Less than an extra point attempt here. This is an 18-yarder. And Hopkins' kick is good. And it's 3-0 as the Redskins strike first. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, Carter, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Following the made field goal for 3, Hopkins now to kick it off. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
14.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. This complete to Lockett. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
14.
On second down, Wilson over the middle, and it's caught. Brandon Marshall. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
On first down, Wilson. And that's complete to the right side. It's Marshall. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a
different story.
Long night.
19.
Now Wilson on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. To throw again. Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Preston Smith. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's third and long here. From the shotgun, Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Swearinger. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Washington Redskins, they've been kind of an under-the-radar team. And now they're in the first place in the NFC East after surviving the Cowboys 20-17 on that late field goal off the upright, Charles. You're getting ready to have them this week against New York. What do you make of this Redskins squad?
Well, they're a very veteran type of a team. Alex Smith, the quarterback. Adrian Peterson, now their lead runner. A number of other guys sprinkled in there. So they're not the youngest team that you've ever seen. But they're a team that's powered by getting out to early leads. Go and look at their season. If they lead early, they win ball games. If they get down early, they don't come back and win games.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Washington. Paul Richardson, 73 yards. And the Redskins get the quick strike touchdown. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
And he went all the way into the end zone. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Rolling to his left. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Shotgun.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. A dump off for Davis. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Throws left side, complete to Brandon Marshall. And he gets it down to the 32. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. This is Carson. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. It's caught, Lockett. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Underneath to Davis. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he's got a man open. That's Marshall. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. Wilson now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. To throw again is Wilson. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. On 3rd and 1, Wilson. This will be caught at about the 6. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run with Carson. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great effort there. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Seahawks have made this a 1-score game. Janikowski good with the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Out to kick is Janikowski. That's fielded in the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. So out now come the Redskins. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Orange. Eddie.
Now a first down throw. It's Smith. A deep ball for Dotson. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. On 2nd and 10, Smith. Throw left side is complete to Reed. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
Set, line, 80. Mike's 50, 15. So, hey, 35. Hey, back up.
And with the play clock winding down, Jay Gruden's going to use a timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Let's go, 15. Hey. Get line, 80. Liz. Hey, back up, back up, back up, back up. 15.
On first down, Smith. Complete. Richardson has it. Touchdown, Washington. Paul Richardson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Steps away to, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Ryan Kerrigan. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. After the interception, here's Smith. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Wilson. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about...
And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Zach Brown coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. Now Wilson on second down. And the grab made by Doug Baldwin. And down he'll go at the 25. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. On third down, Wilson. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Crowder now to return. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. So here's the Redskins offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
defense,
got the lead. Yeah.
we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
15. Everyone's got four down. Hey, back up. Liz.
On second down, here's Smith. No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. K.J. Wright not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Hey, back, check it out. Front. Tiger.
From the gun, here's Smith. Looking long for his tight end. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Throwing is Wilson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Showed the nice footwork and then hit and drop shy of the 45. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a 2nd down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
There's Wilson to throw. Rifling one complete into the hands of Marshall. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ball game, and he's got a 1st down. On first down, Wilson leaves it for Petty. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Call it a pickup of 7, and it's a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Wilson on first down. And Daniels has it left side. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And the return will stop right around the 25. Well, we got a second here, Charles. Let's look back to some of those crazy finishes in Week 7 of the NFL last week. I mean, it seemed like every game had a wild finish.
It certainly did. Dallas, Washington, Brett Maher off the upright from 52 yards following a questionable penalty against his long snapper that moved the ball back 5 yards. How about Cleveland, Tampa Bay? Cleveland claws his way back in, and then Tampa Bay wins the ball game with Chandler Catanzaro kicking the big field goal from 59 yards in overtime. Remember, he missed a 40-yarder in regulation. Justin Tucker missed an extra point. That's the headlines in and of itself. His first miss in the NFL, and New Orleans gets away with a victory. And New England, Chicago. Chicago throws the Hail Mary at the end of the game. Kevin White, 54 yards. He needed 55.
Yeah.
Stopped at the 1 yard.
I don't think I've ever seen a Hail Mary come that close but not get in.
Liz. 15, yeah.
Here's Smith now on 2nd down. Going up top. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. They give him a gain of 37.
I know you don't get anything extra for degree of difficulty, but maybe you should. He's done absolutely everything in this game today, including laying out for that one.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Redskins with the football and the lead as we start the 4th. They pitch it out to Peterson. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Orange.
To throw on 2nd down is Smith. Buying time to his left. And avoids the contact by sliding. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
4 down. Check 52.
They'll run it. Here's Peterson. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Hey, back up.
They run again on first down. Peterson. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the fourth quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production, but how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, Peterson. And he stopped immediately there. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Jaron Reed with a big-time sack on 3rd down, and it'll be a loss of 7. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, this from 53. And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Second and 10, it's Wilson again. He's got a man, that's Marshall. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. And the Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And the Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, Wilson. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. It's caught on the left side by Baldwin. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Wilson going to throw again. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this.
Let's go, 14.
Well, throw on first down with Wilson. Over the middle, and it's caught. Brandon Marshall. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. Wilson will throw again. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. As his guys are in for 6. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know.
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
15, yeah.
Throwing now, Smith. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Good, please. Orange. Hey, watch it, watch it. 15.
Now Smith. Escaping the pressure right. Looking long for his tight end read. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Returnable for Lockett. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. they go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution.
14.
They'll look to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. And give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. He's back to throw. That's complete. Again, he's got Marshall. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. Clock running, and the Seahawks, they're running too, trying to speed up to the line of scrimmage. He'll look to throw. And he's going to find that man yet again, Brandon Marshall. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Wilson going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Back to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Back to throw. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. They come up on a 1st and goal, and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. Now Wilson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Well. 14.
Throwing now is Wilson. And this is caught. Touchdown. And now they're an extra point away from winning this thing in the final seconds. Janikowski on for the extra point. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range, not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10.
Hey, back up.
Now it's Smith. Going for the deep ball. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. After the interception, here's Smith. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free.
You got to remember, because now that we're in overtime, mistakes get magnified. So you got to walk that line between being aggressive and being careful, because that was a dangerous throw right there. You obviously could not have an interception in this spot.
It nearly was an interception. He's lucky to get that one back. Second and 10, Smith again. Flush to his right. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down. What will they draw up to try to keep this opening drive of overtime moving? 3rd and 7.
Front. Hey, check. 3 down. Hey, watch 11. Block.
From the gun, here's Smith. Throw left side complete. That's Richardson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. And he drops this off to Thompson, complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll make this a second down.
Back up. I got him, back line. Regular. 15, yeah. Double.
A shotgun snap for Smith. He's got Thompson here, complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Ready. Line 80. Hey, back up. 12.
On first down, Smith looking for his running back, and he's got it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. And you definitely could make the case we might not even be in overtime had he not thrown 3 interceptions in regulation. But looking better here so far in OT.
Yeah, and when you think about what a coach is thinking at that point, because normally you've thrown 3 picks during the game, you might craft your play calling to be a little more careful. Not in this case. The green light is still on for him.
Settle down, huh?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field.
Hey, back up, back up, back up, back up. Shit. Yellow, yellow. Yellow, yellow.
To throw on second down is Smith. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to lead to a third down. Out of the gun, Smith. And this will be caught. Touchdown. They needed overtime to get it done, but put this one in the win column. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing piled up.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
And you really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Baltimore.
Crab cakes will be waiting for us, partners. We head to the airport.
Heck yeah.